Hey everyone, I'm Phoebe Chongchua. You're watching Live Fit Films. I've got a few quick tips for you if you are interested in learning how to improve your shooting. These days it seems like everyone is shooting video, whether they're using an actual video camera or something like a smartphone, say the iPhone. And you can actually get pretty good video with this. Now the audio, that's another story. Right, let me give you a few tips, and let me start with my first pet peeve. A lot of times when people pick up their iPhone, they shoot video this way, vertically. What you've got to learn is you've got to turn the video horizontal. It looks oh so much better, and this is how it looks best when it's shown on a website or on, say, television. Tip number 2 is get in close to the interviewee. A lot of times you don't have a microphone, and that was the case for me when I happened to stumble upon the 3-day walk for the Race for a Cure. And I wanted to get the story, but all I had on me was my iPhone. So I knew that I had to get in close to the interviewees. I also knew that there were going to be times when the video was maybe not quite as stable as it normally would be when I'm using a tripod. But sometimes that's okay because you want that documentary feel to it. So it really just depends on what type of video you're trying to create. So if you don't have a professional microphone that you can connect to your camera, then get in really close. Just let the interviewee know that you're going to be shooting video at a close proximity so that you can capture their sound. Now, doesn't mean you have to be right up in their face, but you do want to be closer than, say, 10 feet away or something like that. Tip number 3, lock your arms in tight. That's right, ladies, get them right in close to the bust. You want to make sure that you are shooting with your arms in tight because that's going to help give you some stability. You can also lean up against a tree or a post or something like that, but still you don't want your arms way out here because the video is going to be more shaky. So get your arms locked in, and you know what I'll sometimes do is I'll take a breath in and then I'll get my shot and then I'll breathe out and release. That works really well for still photos as well. Tip number 4, no panning. I don't want to see people with their smartphones or even their iPads doing this. Now I know the temptation's there, but have you ever watched how the video comes out? Typically it's shaky or you're moving too fast and it just doesn't look good. So it's better to lock your arms in, take in that breath, and let the scene unfold in front of you. Let the scene tell the story. Tip number 5 is hold your shot for at least 10 seconds. This is a huge gripe for editors. What happens is if you're not letting the camera roll long enough, then it's very hard to edit that later. So if your scene that's unfolding in front of you is actually a full 10 seconds, what are you going to do? You're going to hold it longer than 10 seconds. You're going to hold it for 15 or 20 seconds. But even if you're shooting crashing waves and the sound of the ocean, make sure that you hold that shot for 10 seconds. You'll be glad you did when you move into the advanced stages of editing your video. I'm Phoebe Chongchua with Live Fit Films. The most important tip is get out there, have fun, pick up a camera, and start shooting, and we'll see you on the air.